Hello guys and welcome to the latest episode from the Halloween Horror Events podcast. I am one of your hosts, Simon, and this episode is all about the 4 original houses that were released on Spooky Week from Halloween Horror Nights. I'm doing air quotes if you are listening to this because it was only 4 days. 4 days doesn't make a week. Anyway, I can do this on my own, but I'm not going to do because I'm back.
There it is.
Yeah, well, it's kind of a new catchphrase for the start of the show anyway. So I have got 2 more hosts with me. Phil is with me, and Joe has been let out of the dungeon again. He is alive.
No, let's be truthful with Joe. As I told everyone on the last episode, Joe actually did record with us. That was a clusterfuck, nearly like this one was earlier. And we started again, by the way, everyone, thank God. Yes, so Joe would have been on, so it was just a cluster muck. So he was actually going to be on. BBC got hold of me and said, if you put Joe on this episode, we're going to take you to the 70s and you're going to hang out with Rolf Harris and co. That scared the shit out of me, and I had to redo the episode. Don't go time with me, mate. You're 20 minutes late.
Yeah. I was like, Apple, where are you going with that? That took ages. Anyway, guys, if you are watching this, or if you're watching this on YouTube, do us a favour, hit that thumbs up, hit that like button, hit that notification bell, and it gives you a notice of when we actually release a new episode. If you are listening to it on any podcast app that you are listening onto, please give it a review and subscribe. It is completely free, doesn't cost you a penny. And if that doesn't tickle your fancy, you could also follow us on our socials at HHE Pod, on all the socials except TikTok, where it is at HHE Pod 1.
I just want to point out, mate, the last time, remember when I poured in the Halloween Horror Nights cup, the head was that massive? I told you it's that bloody cup. See? How much easier. By the way, for Joe, I bought this in today. A lovely Hooters cup, nice pint glass.
Just for me.
Cheers all.
Cheers.
You could have waited 30 seconds for that anyway. But anyway, let's get on with the show. So guys, yes, this is the Halloween Horror Events podcast. We got some announcements from Universal about the 4 of... So we've had 5, have we had 5 originals?
We've had all 5 originals.
Yeah, because we got one on the Thursday before, didn't we? Which we talked about in the Jason film. Did we add that into Jason, what we did?
Yes, we did.
So we have let you know. So yeah, we got an announcement on Monday. So what I will quickly just do is I'll share the artwork that I've got for that. Which, if you watch this on YouTube...
Brilliant artwork for the originals this year, by the way. I'm so impressed by them. So, this one is Hatchet and Chains Demon Bounty Hunters. It was a little tiny bit of Slaughter Cinema 2. It was about 1.5, 2 rooms, I think. And now they're doing a full-blown house on it. So, I have got the bitter spiel I can find, because the press release and everything else is not on there. So it does say Haunted House announcement, Hatchet and Chains, Demon Bounty Hunters. In this old west town, all hell is breaking loose. Red hot lava demons are trying to possess everyone, melting everything in their path. And then obviously tickets are on sale. I'm going to say this again. They can't possess everyone if they're melting everything in their path, Universal. Because that means while they're possessing us, they're melting us. Get what I mean?
Are they not melting everything, not the people, i.e. the houses, the roads, the infrastructures?
It doesn't make sense. It's stupid.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
Don't try and protect them. It's stupid. It's lazy writing.
I'm not protecting them. They can't even give us a decent press release, so I can't protect them, can I? So yeah, we got. It was the start of what we thought was going to be the week on the Monday. And then, anyway, I don't know where I was going with that. Anyway, so what are your thoughts on it then, Phil?
I'll go first. I think it's going to be a cool house. I actually still can't remember it really in Slaughter Cinema 2, so I'm going to have to go back and watch that Slaughter Cinema 2 to remember this. It's
the room where there's a cowboy with a big chain with something attached to it, and it's pulling it towards you and back. So one part, the thing's coming towards you, then you walk round the corner and he's pulling it back. But
all I think about is someone on a big chain is Princess Leia from Star Wars, and I hate Star Wars. So, sorry Star Wars fans, but it's true. Star Wars is just about religion and it's boring as hell. But this could be interesting because I'm not expecting much from it. I feel like it'd be a nice surprise, and maybe not having the full press release to read makes it even better for us. But I do think if they're not doing trailers this year, proper ones for the IPs, why couldn't they done little 30-second trailers for these as well?
Yeah, possibly. I don't know. I don't know why. It does feel like the media team are just as bad as they were last year, but
they never really do for the originals, do they?
At the time they did.
They used to. You used to get quite a bit. You used to get a massive big backstory behind each original. I think back in 2018 was the last time we got like a big paragraph of all what's happening on the original for each one. And
that is brilliant.
No videos though.
No, they have done. I think they've done videos before, but I can't remember when.
Okay, guys. But the point is, what do you two think of this house? Because
I'm buzzing for this one. I mean, I love things all like the old American West. I mean, I love that sort of thing, you know. Huge Red Dead Redemption fan, so anything Cowboys is a bit of me. So I mean,
you love a man in a pair of chaps, don't you?
I do, yeah. Arseless chaps is yeah.
Fantastic. Simon, what's your thoughts?
I like the concept. I'm just not a big Western fan. Never have been. It's just never something that's interested me.
You didn't even like Wild Wild West for Will Smith. Wild Wild West.
Yeah, that was as Wild Wild West as Back to the Future 3, mate.
I like Back to the Future 3, so...
Yeah, I do, but that's not the Wild Wild West, though, was it? That was just a little tiny bit. Anyway, but yeah, I'm not a fan of Westerns, but my mind could be changed with this concept. It does sound good that you've got chains, people with axes, and demons. So
I'm not
have we had a house like this before?
Not in my opinion.
Sure. I believe some people have said we have. I just don't remember anything like it. There's been there was one in 2016. There was one in 2016, which was the ghost one. Yeah. I didn't do that one because it was 2026.
Yeah, I have been to a house.
Lightning Gulch, something it was called. Okay. I didn't do that one.
Joe, like me myself, you've probably been to houses with loads of chains in.
Yeah.
So
right, so we're kind of happy with this one.
Yeah. So moving on to the next house. Hope that's changed over for you guys so you can see it. Dolls, Let's Play Dead.
I'll let you two go first.
Yeah, so you're about to become doll-sized and be hunted by toys that have been burnt, melted, and stitched together by a twisted little girl.
This is basically Toy Story on acid.
Yes, and I'm hoping they do have a few. I think I mentioned that. I hope they do have a few nods to Toy Story to take the piss. That would just make it a little bit better. But like I said, a lot of people have got fear of dolls. But if these things are moving, they will not scare me. I know Phil will probably disagree with that, but I just don't like dolls that don't move. For some reason, Annabelle terrifies me because it doesn't do anything. It doesn't move. You never see it move, and it terrifies the hell out of me. If it's like Chucky or Tiffany, or a doll that comes running at you, I don't care. It doesn't scare me if it moves. It's when they don't move because you don't know what they're thinking. And that's the other thing as well. With dolls, with the eyes, you never know what they're thinking behind them eyes. That's the bit.
Nothing, because they're not real.
I think we'll get lots of animatronics in this house.
I don't. I can tell you why. Because they're making us doll size, and that's the whole problem. Yeah. We're going to be the size of the toys ourselves.
So these dolls are going to be Megan.
People dressed up. Yeah, they're going to be people dressed. It's going to be rubbish to me. I don't find dolls scary at all. I think it's the most pathetic thing on the planet. I don't understand the phobia. You have it, Simon. I don't. Does that mean the house is going to be crap? Absolutely not. It probably will be a great house, but for me, it's just like when I heard it, I was like, oh, dolls, whoop-de-doo.
I do like this artwork though.
Oh yeah, again, I love everything this year's been. Yeah, again, t-shirts. If they don't release these as t-shirts, when the event's over, I am going to a t-shirt place and I'm going to get these all printed on a t-shirt myself.
Yeah, because you've got some dice down there. You've got a lighter as well.
Scissors. That's the most scary thing. The scissors.
Yeah.
But so, Joe, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good house. I'm actually quite excited for it. But to be fair, I mean, so far, I think everything has been solid. I texted you the other day, Phil. I think this is going to be the best year for a long time.
Yeah, 29. It's got 29 vibes here, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
HHN29 vibes.
Yeah.
I'm just trying not to get myself up to that level because we've been to that level before.
See,
and we've been highly disappointed.
Yeah, but that's why I say vibes. I don't say it's on par with it, because to be on par with something, you've got to do it. You can hope.
Well, I say we all had high hopes for a museum last year, and look how crap that turned out.
Yeah,
there was a lot of people at that quite high. Anyway, this one, if that was on a t-shirt, I'd buy it. But they should have the posters available at least. Anyway, so that was Wednesday, I think. And then we skipped Tuesday on Spooky Week because they slept in. Yeah, which we won't go into because it did rhyme with something, but they could have used it, but they didn't bother. So Thursday, I think we got this one, which was Grave of Flesh, which is Welcome to Your Funeral, where it's about to go from bad to worse. You've entered the underworld and be hunted by flesh eaters for eternity. That's the way it worded. So we're now being chased. We're being hunted again. So is that 3 we're being hunted by now, or 2? Yeah, 3. Demon hunters and dolls being hunted. And now there's a theme coming here. So
it's all to do with demons and that. It's a year. Yeah. The religious nuts ain't going to like this year because it's all about evil demons and that.
Yeah. So this one, the artwork looks. This is something I definitely would have as a poster.
They look like, I can't remember the name of the creatures. Do you remember the Roman house from 29?
Yeah, I know what you mean. They also look like my ex.
They look like the same creature. They look like the same creatures.
Oh, the bird people, the nightingales. That's what you're on about.
That's the one, yeah.
They do, but the nightingales are more like birds as well.
Yeah.
So they're a little bit different.
This has got. I'm hoping this house has got the poltergeist vibes. As you're walking in, do you remember the poltergeist house when you walked in outside the house and you was like sort of under the house? I hope this gets that sort of vibes in it because I think visually this could be, and the next one that comes could be absolutely stunning.
Yeah, well, the thing is with these, like saying, they're all original concepts, so they can go well into whatever they want to do. They don't have to mess about with little. Oh, we've got to pander to these people. They can just go to whatever they want. They don't have to worry about an IP getting involved and messing it all up. So yeah, this one I am looking forward to this one.
By the way, did you notice on the spill? I don't know if they've changed it now. The writing they put on Twitter, Grave of the Flesh, and then they said they don't have an editing. Universal Halloween Horror Nights have the capability of editing on Twitter. They pay for the proper account.
I've currently got the spiel that I just took a picture of from 3 days ago, and it's actually on there now. And I've only got it. Why are you going off? And I've literally just recorded it now, and it does say Grave of the Flesh.
It shouldn't say that. It's Grave of Flesh. I do think Grave of the Flesh actually makes more sense, but
yeah. I think what they've done the artwork and forgot the word "the" in the middle bit. I'm going to say around there. I don't know if it won't show it, but just in between the E and the F.
It's too late. It doesn't matter either way. It's fine either way. I'm not going to get upset about one word being missing. I mean, it would have been better if it said "Grave of the Fleshlight," but
yeah.
So, I'm trying to find innuendos. It's like dolls of the dead. That's very simple. Come on, people.
Anyway, right. So that was Thursday, and then moving on to the final day of Spooky Week, which ended up being 4 days. I won't iterate it anymore. I'm going to butcher the hell out of this, but it's
Golkin,
yeah, Golkin, Monsters of the North, Behind the Ice Wall, Game of Thrones. I'm sorry, mate, but this is just Game of Thrones all day long. This is their way of getting Game of Thrones into Halloween Horror Nights, and I don't care what anyone says. But I'll just quickly do the spiel. In a remote northern village, a wicked being rises from the dead with a horde of monsters try to escape the belly of the beast. If this doesn't say White Walkers and Game of Thrones, I don't know what else you could actually say.
Vikings, isn't it?
No, this is Game of Thrones, mate.
I've been thinking about this. Everyone thinks Vikings because the spec maps.
I think it's Old Norse.
But I don't think it's actually. I think we're going to be the Vikings, and this is what we come across. So there's going to be literally no Vikings in the house. It's going to be about the monsters and that again. So it's lore of mythical creatures and that in this one, like gods and Loki and all that sort of stuff. It's not actually the house is not about the Vikings. It's just Vikings.
I don't even know where anyone's getting Vikings from, especially
because Golkin's an Old Norse word.
Yeah.
So it's Old Norse, so it's like Viking.
I understand that, but if you go, all we can go off is what they've got on the spiel in that picture. You've literally got a Beowulf behind her, something that looks like something from Game of Thrones, and you've literally got an ice wall bit sat right behind her.
Hey, 1+. It's going to be the nice cold house, this one.
Yeah, it will be. It will definitely be a cold house.
What does actually everyone think, though? Joe, you're a bit more into this stuff, so tell us what you think about it.
Yeah, I do think it's Vikings, because the North, the Vikings were called the Northmen, and if Golkin is an Old Norse word, I definitely think we're going to get some Viking vibes in this house. And as someone who's watching Vikings on Netflix at the minute, on the last series, so this has got me really excited, this one. Out of all the originals, this is the one I'm looking forward to the most.
I'm so glad he told us he was on the last series, like it makes a difference.
Don't fucking spoil it for me. Do not spoil it for me.
Oh, the last episode, the way he dies, mate, and he saves the child's life. I've not watched it. Is there a child in it? I've never watched it.
But I definitely do think this has got some Viking vibes, and I think we're going to see some Vikings in this house.
Simon, what do you think?
Well, I just think this is a way of getting Game of Thrones into Halloween Horror Nights. It's as simple as that.
I've never watched Game of Thrones. I've never watched Vikings. So
I don't think there's going to be any Vikings in it. I know people are saying it, but I'm going to say it. Listen, let me just say my piece. I think this is Game of Thrones. Simple as that. You've got the what are they called? The Night Walkers, the Beowulfs, and you're going to be the people in black going through the ice wall into the north part of Game of Thrones, where you see all the Night Walkers, and that's all I think it's going to be.
The biggest question I want to know, is she single? Because she looks hot.
Well, if she touches you, you're dead, mate, so...
You can touch me any day.
Right, Simon, I will bet you 5 beers next time we see each other that there's Vikings in this house.
Oh, he's thinking.
I say, the other thing is we don't know enough. You're just going off the spec map. I'm going off what we can see on there. If you're going off what you can see on there, you're going off the name. I'm going off the artwork.
The North, it's just the North as well.
The North, yeah. What do you think in Game of Thrones? What was it called? The North.
I get what Joe's saying.
Where's Game of Thrones set?
It's in a
fictional thing, but it's in the fictional where the ice wall is in the North. That's what it's called, the North, beyond the wall.
But I do.
What language do they speak?
I do want to say, what was her name? Because I think she's actually an official mythical creature back from the Viking days.
Yeah, she looks like
maybe.
So
but I just don't think. Yeah, a Beowulf that they use in Game of Thrones. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying this is going to be based on Game of Thrones. There might be Viking elements in it.
I think it's going to be that.
It's more based on that.
I think that wolf's like the wolf out of that Vampire and Wolves movies. What are around? I can't remember their names.
Twilight.
See, how would he know that? Very strange.
Fleshlight.
Yeah, cause I do enjoy different types of horror. I've never watched a single one of
Twilight is not horror.
Anyway,
Twilight is teen porn.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, take them off now.
So, which one's everyone looking forward to the most?
I'm interested in the Artiste one, me, to be fair.
Okay, Joe, you?
Golkin. All day long.
We're all different. It's Grave of Flesh for me.
Did we talk about the Artist?
Not on this one. We did the last episode.
Was it?
Yes, we were sitting in the premiere in.
Oh yeah, we were.
Hotel. Yeah,
I've slept since, mate.
Also, you had loads of drinks when we were recording.
We were laying in bed together in the hotel.
No, we definitely weren't doing that.
I cannot deny we were laying.
Right. So we did get some comments back. I got ones on Twitter. You got anyway.
You got loads of questions answered. It's all over the place.
It is. Well, we put out there on the Hatchets and Chains, and we got a couple of replies, which were I put out do you think this will work well as a floorboard house for the hatchets and chains? I've got a reply from name cannot be blank, whatever that is. And they said it works without bounty hunters in 2016. So we have had hatches and chains before. That answers your question from before, Joe. 2016. I didn't experience it, so I don't know.
Chains, but without bounty, the bounty hunter crap.
Megs is ready for HHN. Very serial commenter. So this part was my favourite from the house. It's very excited to see as it a full house. Seems like weird, kooky Western fun. And then Mr. Willocks. Absolutely, there's a great story in there.
We've got something on Facebook as well from someone called Matt Kryson. This one was my faves from Slaughter Cinema last year, so I'm excited for it. Wonder if we'll get any sorts of fight or duel between one of the bounty hunters and the girl from, I don't get this, girl from Fallout. That would be fun to see. I don't think you're going to see a cross promotion between different houses.
That would be cool, though.
But it's not going to happen, is it?
No, it's not. But that's cool.
It's a clever idea, but I just said they're not going to cross promote something from one house to another.
Originals, they might do.
Yeah, but one's from Fallout, he's saying. IP.
Yeah, they're not going to bring an IP into the original because they can get away with it in the originals. Anything else for hatchets?
I can't see anything on mine. I think I've got something for dolls on Facebook.
Yeah, I've got something for dolls as well.
I've got I think Gautlin or Gautlin, whatever it's called. Yeah. I'm going to call it the G House.
With dolls, I put out the I said that Universal are trolling me now because obviously they know about me fear with dolls. Freaking hate dolls. Do you like dolls? And
I like dolls.
Raven Patton on Twitter came back and said, I grew up collecting porcelain dolls and they became an irrational fear. They're so terrifying. And I just started going into a bit of a rant with saying, why would you, they're all right. It's dolls that have demon souls. And
okay.
Yeah.
Any more?
No, that was it for dolls.
I've got Ryan. I'm not even going to try to say his name. It's spelled, and you think it was a Harry Potter spell. So I just try for a laugh. Sorry, Ryan, if I insult you, but that's the kind of person I am. Ryan Dziminkbixki. My TV's now floating. Dolls, Let's Play Dead. Doll House of the Damned is one of my favourite houses. It seems like a spiritual successor. I don't even remember it. So that's pretty much for that one. I think most of my other ones, I think I've got one for the Golklins, two for Golklins from Facebook.
I've got a couple from Instagram with dolls as well. So thank you to everyone who's actually, who has commented on any of the stuff that we've done over the last week. It's great. We love this interaction. It's from Enchanted Phoenix 77 on Instagram. I didn't get to do the previous house that featured dolls. Looking forward to seeing how creepy it is. I probably only think they are creepy due to watching a film in the 80s, when I was probably way too young, when China dolls had gnashing teeth. My daughter's currently looking for doll part charms for bracelets, and she enjoys trading them while she's there. So yeah, if you see us, we'll give you. We've still got some badges left. I might get some more out.
It's totally wrong now. I've changed the logo 17 times since then.
Well, you can class it as a limited edition then now. The old ones, anyway. And I do like our new design. We got one from our good friend BCL1973. If you know who he is,
lanky bastard.
Yeah, he said bottom on my list, phoning it in, using old props. But you know what? It's probably going to be Epic. I don't think he's wrong.
Talking about Epic. I'm going to that theme park. And also, if you want to see me in that theme park, subscribe to Epic Phill Travels on YouTube and TikTok. There it is.
Wonder how long it took you to get down.
Hey, Craig, put me into that one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really it with the dolls, unless you've got anything else. No.
No. Let's get to Golklin one. Do you want me to do my three first while you look yours up?
All I've got now is the people's list.
I've got a few for Golklin then from Facebook.
Yeah.
Ethan Prance, Golklin and Grave of the Flesh look awesome. I just hope they give up to the artwork and they live up, Phil. Read. And story. Danny Wiltshire Ooh, tell you what. That's what I'm saying. I'm betting Oakland will be our pretty house this year. I bet you do. We always get a visually beautiful house, and I'm betting this one is it. Looking forward to Goldklin and El Artista the most. We got Maxine Lafam. Basically saying I'm definitely the most excited for Goldklin. So Goldklin is getting a hell of a lot of love.
Yes, people.
Jenny Gibson. Goldklin's going to be amazing. I can't wait. So I think it's just now to what people have given us for their.
So can we just agree that I'm right now?
No, just because everyone thinks it. Look, when I tell you something's going to be bad, it's going to be bad. Goldklin's going to be terrible. It's going to be as bad as Chucky.
Right.
But it is going to be the visually beautiful house. I mean, if it's set in the snow, it's going to be very, very pretty.
So, thank you for all the interactions with them. We do have some people's they've ranked the originals, because we've now got all 5 of them. I think Phil was going to leave his for this show. I've not made mine yet, but I have just done it on top of my head now. Have you got your list of your 5, Joe?
No, I've got my top 1.
I've got 4.
You got 4, right?
I didn't put El Artista in there. I feel like as he's sort of going to be the main event of the whole thing, I just didn't think it was fair putting him in.
Mine will change as it goes on.
No, yes, basically mine will change when I'm there.
Oh yeah, it will do. But what
do you want me to do ours first, or do you want to do the other?
That's what I'm saying. We do ours first because I've got Craig's and Meg's. So, if you've got any more,
I've got bloody loads, mate.
Yeah. So I'll do mine. No one else wants to do it, but I'll do mine. My least anticipated is from probably what was on about earlier on is Hatchets and Chains. I just don't. I think it's going to be good, but I think out of all these are going to be really close. I think they're going to be they're about jumping up and down all through the event. But at this moment in time, Hatchets and Chains is number 5 for me. Number 4 is probably Dolls, to be fair, because the other ones are a little bit more up my alley that I want to see. 3 will be probably Golkin, even though I had the argument with Joe about it, just because I think the other 2 are...
An argument.
No, it was a conversation.
Debate.
And then...
With a master in front of it.
Yeah. Then number 2 for me, I know Phil won't put that Artista on, but Grave of Flesh for me is number 2. Just because I like that kind of gruesome, horrific shit. And El Artista is number 1 for me. It just sounds... It had its... just because it's got its own announcement on its own as well. It didn't get put in with all the other originals. I know Phil's saying it's probably part of the event.
Spooky Empire, they explained the whole event based around him and
in theory, I think this one will be the one that they put all the love into, and it'll probably... It might not be my favourite by the end of the event, but at this moment in time, it's my most anticipated.
Do you want to go next, Joe? Do you still need time to think?
Golkin for number 1.
That's it. He's only doing 1. Right. So where am I? At number 4, but it could go number 1 if they put one scene in it. Is the dolls basically? There's 2 scenes they can put in. They can put the Pussycat dolls in there, and that will push it up. And then if they put the scene for Only Fools and Horses with the blow up dolls,
you've just lost the American audience.
Well, people go look up blow up dolls with Only Fools and Horses. One of the funniest scenes they've ever done whatsoever. Do you remember in the yellow 3-wheeler? When they blew up and they're looking at the back, and that was so funny. Such a great episode. So that's number 4. Oh God, I forgot what the houses are called. How about that? Oh, dearie film. That's because I was doing something, pouring a beer. I'm going to say, I'm going to upset Joe here. It's going to be the Norse one. What's it called again?
Golkin.
Because I've not watched Games of Thrones. I thought I watched the first 5 episodes of that weird.
I've not watched it either.
Show. Well, the first 5 episodes put me off because it was just all incest. You weirdos who thought that was good. So that didn't interest me. Yeah, pretty much like the British Royals. And then I haven't watched Vikings either, so quite frankly, I don't know anything about it. So it just doesn't do anything for me. Number 2 is Hatchet and Chains. I think it could be good. It can also be a right stinker, because it was good short in the house doesn't mean it's going to be great as a house. And then Names of One, Graves of Fleshlights is going to be fantastic. There's going to be a lot of people putting out in there. People
putting out. This is Halloween Horror Night. It's not Hooters, mate.
People putting out in there. The euphoria and the excitement of everyone laying all over the place. It's not called Graves of Fleshlights. Yeah, Grave of Flesh. It's going to be gory. It's going to have
a grave of OnlyFans, mate.
Yeah, it's going to have disgusting smells in it. It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, Bonnie Blue in there.
Oh God, that's got, if you go down on her, that's got
that'll be the smell.
Disgusting. Yeah. Oh. If you don't know Bonnie Blue, anybody from America, check her up. She is a swag.
They know she is. They know she is.
Most of them probably slept with her.
Yeah.
So that's our little rundown of the originals. We do have some. Guys. It's all right. I'm going to try and bring it back in again. We did get some replies from you guys. What?
Put it down, Simon. Calm it down. Put it away.
It is away. She usually keeps making it can pop back up.
Wow, thank you. That's a compliment.
Anyway. Right, where were we?
People's list.
Yeah, people's list. So, Megs is ready for HHN. She gave us a 5. Number 1, we'll do the opposite way, because it likes to be different. Number 1, she's put Grave of Flesh. Number 2, LRTstra.
Good girl.
3, Hatchets and Chains. 4, Golkin. And number 5, she's put Dolls.
Sorry,
but honestly, and then she's added at the bottom, but honestly, this lineup looks so good. Seems to be going much more dark horror themed this year.
Yeah, agreed.
Well, we have been saying from the beginning of this season, the main guy's back, and he wants to bring horror back.
Do you know what I've got to bring to this episode? I might have to clip out the other bit. Here we go. I can bring it in.
Oh well, it's there now. And then our good old faithful Mr. Willocks, Doctor Who himself. My originals hype list. Number 1 is put Golkin. 2, LRTstra.
Yes, Mr. Willocks.
3, Grave of Flesh. 4, Hatchets and Chains. 5, Dolls. Love the concepts of monsters and Norse mythology and hope this is really Cold House. The wolves are running. So,
Joe, would you say they're bad wolves? He'll get that. He'll get it because he's a Doctor Who fan.
Right. He might be the only one who gets it then.
Well considering Doctor Who, Doctor Who's a lot better than Star Wars.
I'm not a Doctor Who fan.
No, he's on about Mr. Willie.
Oh.
Yeah. You're not a Doctor Who fan, you've got no taste, mate. Actually, take that back. Doctor Who hasn't been good for 5 years.
No, we know why. But yeah.
We're not bringing that up.
So have you got any more from...
Oh, let's have a look. You've had the Craigie one. We had 2 from Craig because he's really confusing. I've got someone called...
He puts it on every single...
He put it everywhere, yeah. Amanda Macron. Why couldn't she had an R in there to know they called her Amanda Macron, the president's wife of France? That would have been nice. I'm going to go backwards, obviously, even though she's put it forwards, but I can read the other way. Number 5 is, it's just, even though I got a lot of love and comments, in the list it's not Dolls. Number 4, Hatchets and Chains. Number 3, El Artista. Number 2, Grave of Flesh. And number 1 is Golkin, or Gatlin, whatever you want to call it.
Golkin.
Oh, stupid words. It's G House. We got Steve. Do you know Steve's surname, the one in the group chat? Is it Steve Wilson?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so. The one you had a beer with.
Scarborough Steve.
Yeah. So he's got number 4 is Dolls. Number 3, he's put a flashlight in. No, doesn't know how to use it clearly. Number 2, Hatchet. And number 1 is Golkin.
See, there's a common theme.
I don't think there's any more. We've got one from Boris Johnson. Number 4 is lovely bubbly. Number 3 is more lovely bubbly.
Wibbly
Number 2
wobbly.
is lovely, lovely bubbly. And number 1 is, would you like a cup of tea and some biscuits?
Well, anyway, just to go back to dolls, we did miss a comment off Facebook from, surprised we missed it, Florida Phil Campbell. Does comment quite a bit. I think this will be great. I love the originals, and dolls are scurvy AF. So he's another one who doesn't like dolls. Yeah. And that's it, guys. So
yeah, I know we've had 2 spec maps, but
yeah, well, the spec maps we went through the spec maps. They've not really changed. The only thing that has changed is on Horror Night Nightmares. It's version 3, is it, or 4? The
7.
Lagoon Show. The Lagoon Show back, which
yeah,
we've been saying.
That. Yeah, but we were coming back.
Yeah, but we were saying it all the time. The Lagoon Show was always going to be there. But,
and if anybody thinks, I'm not sure, the trust is up now for it, where it goes. They didn't put it out the last few years.
Well, I was there 3 weeks ago, and the Lagoon Show was drained again. So they've been doing work on it, and now the show's just started again.
Yeah, cinematic.
So,
and drones are back, so we could see our first drones at Halloween Horror Nights as well.
Yeah, possibly. We'll see what they do. Because like I said, to program one of them, they've probably been programming it so now they can just switch it over from the nighttime show to the Halloween show, just like that. So.
Thank you, Julie. I love when she does that.
So, guys, anything else from you two?
Horrors Unleashed has got a new place opening up.
Yeah, Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
Chi-Town.
We will talk about Horror Unleashed on an episode when Halloween Horror Nights is over. With a proper dive into the Las Vegas one.
It's opening in 6 weeks, is it? 6, 7 weeks?
I think.
Yeah, Vegas is, but they're building a new one in Chicago now.
Oh yeah, we know that. That's what I'm saying. But it's exactly the same as what they did with the last one. They announced it and then didn't tell you anything about it. Same as what they've done with this one. So we have to wait until.
Just need one in London now. That's all.
I've got a question. Manchester.
Fuck Manchester.
That's what I said.
You're getting a theme park. Piss off.
We're not. We're not getting. Where do you think this place is? Because it's not in
Bedford
London.
is a lot closer to London than it is.
I'm still 2.5 hours away from Bedford.
It's not near to the people in Florida.
But that's only because
it's probably quicker for you to get there than it is me.
No, it's only because you've got to go around the M25. That's the only reason why it's
exactly.
It's 4.5 hours. It's 4.5 hours for me.
I've got to get a train into London to go to it.
Flying your helicopter.
I'm going to try to figure out what's the nearest airport. What's the nearest airport there?
Luton.
Yeah, you don't want to go to Luton.
Yeah, because I was thinking, would it be easier to fly into it the way this is going? Sorry, American friends, you're probably laughing at us crying about 2.5 hours driving.
Yeah, well, the thing is, don't forget, there is going to be a new rail link from Milton Keynes down to London and to join it up, so that can make it a lot faster for a lot of people. So,
I bloody hope it does. I can't think there's anything else. Nothing's coming to mind. Simon might be going to a event in England.
Yeah, we'll give them a shout out on here. I think let's have a find out what they're called.
Press pass, Joe, by the way.
They sent us a message the other day, which I have replied, so if you do see it, let us know. Screens at Thornton Hall. They are on their second year of their event. They started last year. This year's their second year. And they kindly sent us a message, would we like to go to press night on the Friday?
I'm going to look into the one down my way, Tully's. Not for this year, for next year.
Because this one's near me. It's about 50 minutes from where I live. So if you do listen to this, we will be there for open night if you do send us a ticket. If you don't, it doesn't matter. Very much appreciated for the offer. We'll be glad to take them off you. I know you won't know. Julie will be. The standing.
What date's that?
The 10th of October.
Okay.
So you're going. You definitely will be there.
Send us?
2.
I won't be going because I don't care. I don't know anything about it, and if the southern ones want to send me any from England,
the thing is, Joe, it'll probably take you about 5 hours to get up here.
Yeah.
So.
Other than that, go and check out our last vlog when we did they very nicely Hounds of Crawley escape rooms. Let us record in there. Yeah. Go and check that out. Really good.
Yeah, we did. Good little escape game. I stressed out. I did stress out.
I didn't record him.
No, but see if you can spot where I'm stressing. Just see if you can figure out where I'm stressing. It is very, very visible because I spotted it when I watched it back. It's very visible when I stress out. Anyway, so with that, guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching if you are watching this on YouTube. If you have listened to this all the way through to the end, please give it a thumbs up, give it a like, subscribe to whatever device you're using to, i.e. your podcast or YouTube. Follow us on our socials at HHGpod and at HHGpod1 on TikTok. We're ramping up to, as they say, spooky season now. Code Orange is hitting the shelves. So we're well on the way. It's when Halloween stuff starts going on the shelves. Yeah, they call it Code Orange.
Is that what they call it in America?
Yeah.
We just call it Halloween.
Yeah, they call it Code Orange. Anyway, so with that from me...
I like orange soda.
Kel loves orange soda.
I always try and do these nice and professional, and then you two come along. So, guys, I'm going to...
hurry up, Simon. We're all waiting for you.
Yeah. Do that again. Do it again. Do it again. I hope your thing falls off again and it's you.
I've got some things propped up to it. That's why it hasn't moved. See, by the way, Taken 3's on there, people, if you're wondering what's been on the TV screen.
So, I'm just going to go back to what I always say. Tatty bye-bye.
Oh, I like the other version. Tatty fucking bye-bye. For me, it's Seeing Your Nightmares and Stay Epic. And Joe can finally say the one we keep on forgetting.
Good night, sweet screams.